देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Jayo Radha Madhav Radhe, Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Krishna Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Prabhu Vaishnava ki jai.
Thank you, Mother. Sorry.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, devotees, for joining for today's session. So I'll just quickly share the results of the quiz. So far we have 7 attendees who have already given. Our Atul Prabhu is leading the chart. He has already completed. Then we have followed by Anupama Mataji, then Anshi Mataji, Pinky Mataji, Saurabh Prabhu, Anita Mataji, I think, is still doing, and then we have Jeet Prabhu who's doing it. So we can start, Prabhuji, from today's.
अच्छा ठीक है, मैं कुछ के लिए लेट हो गया, आई एम सॉरी. हाँ, मुझे कुछ करना है. ओके,
You can do, Prabhuji. One minute it will take.
So you want to read the verse then by the time I do, or you want me to?
We can do, yes, Prabhuji, we can do that way as well. Let me share the verse. Okay. I am sharing. Let me know if my screen is visible.
That he has no phone.
So we will begin with Shloka 1624 today. Krishna. Matirmai nibadheyam navebyate karhichet prajasarga niradho api samritischa madh anuragharat. Synonyms: Mati, intelligence; Mai, devoted to me; Nibdha, engaged; Yam, this; Na, never; Vibhadyate, separate; Karchit, at any time; Praja, living beings; Sarga, at the time of creation; Nirodhe, also at the time of annihilation; Api, even; Smriti, remembrance; Cha, and; Mat, mine; Anugrahat, by the mercy of. Hare Krishna. I'm sorry, I forgot to do the Mangalacharan, so I'll do quickly. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Repeat. Matirmi nibadheyam navebyate karhichet prajasarga nirodhe api samritischa mad anugrahat. Synonyms: Mata, Mati, intelligence; Mai, devoted to me; Nibdha, engaged; Yam, this; Na, never; Vipadyate, separate; Karhichit, at any time; Praja, living beings; Sarga, at the time of creation; Nirodhe, also at the time of annihilation; Api, even; Smriti, remembrance; Cha, and; Mat, mine; Anugrahat, by the mercy of. Intelligence, translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Intelligence, engaged Intelligence engaged in my devotion cannot be thwarted at any time, even at the time of creation, as well as at the time of annihilation. Your remembrance will continue by my mercy. Purport: devotional service rendered to the personality of Godhead never goes in vain. Since the personality of Godhead is eternal, intelligence applied in his service or anything done in his relation is also permanent. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that such transcendental service rendered unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead accumulates birth after birth, and when the devotee is fully matured, the total service counted together makes him eligible to enter into the association of the personality of Godhead. Such accumulation of God's service is never vanquished but increases till fully matured. Hare Krishna.
तो हम ये देख सकते हैं जैसे प्रभु जी ने पढ़ा कि दैट कि वट एवर इंटेलिजेंस इज यूज्ड इन द मति मई निबधा, मति मई निबधा, सो इयम ना विपदेयता, कि कभी भी कि जो बुद्धि हम भगवान की भक्ति में लगाते हैं वो कभी भी नष्ट नहीं होती है. So similarly, you can see कि whatever plans we make to increase our devotional service, whatever is corrected in that manner, it is never wasted. Rather, it is collected over a period of time, जैसे प्रभुपाद बता रहे हैं. And then once it is 100% done, then one goes back to the Godhead. So it is just not the action, it is also the mati, the intelligence which is engaged in devotional service, that also is counted. That is the glory of devotional service. Yes, Prabhu. Go ahead, Prabhu.
Yes, Pinky Mataji, you can read.
Prabhuji, can I read?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Prabhuji, can you read here synonyms and the shloka?
Okay. I'll try. Etava tuktava uparama. Etava duktva uparama tanma tatmahat bhutam nabhalingam alingam ishwaram aham cha tasmi mahatam mahiyase shishvarnam vidyate anukampita. Synonyms: etvat, thus; uktva, spoken; uparam, sorry, I can't pronounce this one. Upraram, stopped; tat, that; mahat, great; bhutam, wonderful; nabhalingam, personality by sound; alingam, unseen by the eyes; ishwaram, the supreme authority; aham, I; cha, also; tasmai, unto him; mahatam, the great; mahiyase, unto the glorified; shrishna, by the head; avnamam, obeisances; vidadhe, executed; anukampita, being favored by him. Yes, you can read.
Translation. When the supreme authority of personified by sound and unseen by eyes, but most wonderful, stopped speaking, feeling a sense of gratitude. I offered my obeisances unto him, bowing my head.
Yes,
Purport. The personality of God that are not seen but only heard does not make any difference. The personality of God that produced the form with us by weakness, and he is seen and realized it through the transcendental science of the Vedas. Similarly, the Bhagavad Gita is a sound representation of the Lord, and there is no difference in identity, the conclusion.
The conclusion.
The Lord can be seen and advised by chanting of the transcendental sound.
थैंक यू. सो यहाँ क्या कह रहे हैं कि उन्होंने जैसे ही उन्होंने अपना रूप बंद किया तो जो नारद जी हैं उन्होंने क्या किया, उन्होंने भगवान के नाम का जप और उनके नाम का कीर्तन शुरू किया. And by repeated recitation, ignoring all the formalities of the material world. So which means he didn't become shy. What does it mean? It didn't become shy. Oh, I'm doing this in front of everybody. Everybody's watching me. Not like. So he ignored all the formalities of the material world. And then such chanting and remembering of the transcendental pastimes of the Lord are benedictory. So doing, I traveled all over the world, fully satisfied, humble, and unenvious. So these are the qualities of a mature devotee. So what is the quality? One, it is gam prayatan. So it means he travels all over because he wants to glorify his Lord. So ये जितने भी गुण हैं अब आप पाएंगे कि नारद जी में हैं, और अगर आप प्रभुपाद के साथ या सीनियर डिवोटी साथ देखेंगे आप पाएंगे they will apply to them also. So गाम पार्यतन. So वो हर जगह गांव हर एक टाउन दे घूमते हैं और भगवान के नाम गुणों की चर्चा करते हैं. और क्या है? तुष्ट मना. So they are always satisfied. They are never dissatisfied. This is the sign of a mature devotee. Then gata spriha. He is free from all material desires. They don't have any material desire. I want this money. I want women. I want post. I want, power. I want influence. They are free from all this. और क्या है?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, which shloka you are referring to? We are at 25th.
मैंने अगला पढ़ना शुरू कर. मैं भी कहूँ कि ये थोड़ा ट्यून डिफरेंट लग रही है. ओके, आई एम सॉरी. सो मैंने अगला पढ़ना शुरू कर दिया. सो ये वाला ओके, अगला पढ़ते हैं श्लोक. ओके, ठीक है, सॉरी. सो आई रीड द नेक्स्ट वन. नेक्स्ट वन इज दिस 25.
Yes, Prabhuji, we are at 20.
मेरे सामने ये खुल गया, मैंने खोल दिया. ओके.
Next one.
नामानि अन्तस्य हत्रिपा पठन् गुह्यानि भद्राणि कृतानि च स्मरन् गां प्रत्यं तुष्टमना गतस्पृहा कालं प्रतीक्षं विमदो विमत्सरा. Synonyms. Namani, the holy name, fame, etc. Antasya, of the unlimited. Hat tripa, being freed from all formalities of the material world. Pathan, by recitation, repeated readings, etc. Guhyani, mysterious. Bhadrani, all benedictory. Kritani, activities. Cha, and. Smaran, constantly remembering. Gam, on the earth. Paryatan, traveling all through. Tushtamana, fully satisfied. Gata spriha, completely freed from all material desires. Kalam, time. Pratikshan, awaiting. Vimada, without being proud. Vimatsara, without being envious. Translation. Thus I began chanting the holy name and fame of the Lord by repeated recitation, ignoring all the formalities of the material world. Such chanting and remembering of the transcendental pastimes of the Lord are benedictory. So doing, I traveled all over the world, fully satisfied, humble, and unenvious. So these are the जब भगवान ने अपने दर्शन बंद किए और बोला कि अब आप मुझे दोबारा इस जन्म में नहीं देख पाओगे. So and then Prabhupada is saying, Bhagavatam is saying कि hearing Lord and seeing Lord is same because Lord is absolute. So there is no difference. But उसके बाद नारद जी में क्या चेंज आया? So what did he start doing? He started chanting namani antasya hat tripa. So सारी formalities, सारे जो एक मटेरियल लाइफ के जो रूल्स रेगुलेशन है सब कुछ छोड़ छाड़ के उन्होंने भगवान के नाम गुणों का उसका कीर्तन और जप शुरू किया। हत कृपा पठन, उसको रेसिटेशन या उसको बार बार बोलना, लाइक दिस। और जैसे हम चर्चा कर रहे थे कि जो मैच्योर डिवोटीज हैं, जो उत्तम अधिकारी हैं, और इवन एट ए मैच्योर लेवल मध्यम, ऑल्सो सीनियर मध्यम, सो यू विल फाइंड द सेम गुना। they want to go to different places and sing the glories of Krishna, and they are tushtamana, they are fully satisfied, they are gataspriya, they don't have any material desires, and they are vimada, without being proud. See, why one becomes proud is because when one sees I have achieved so much. So इसीलिए जो उत्तम अधिकारी हैं especially, they always remember their faults. They always remember their faults. So even if they know few things they are doing good, they also know in their mind so many things in which there is an ample scope of improvement, like this. So they never become proud, or vimatsara, and they're also matsara means enviousness, and vimatsara means without being envious. So envious one becomes when somebody else get it. When we get something, we become proud. If somebody else get it, then we become envious. So जो भगवान के भक्त हैं, they are non-envious because they know that if somebody is doing a great service, it doesn't take away his service from Krishna. So if somebody is doing some service very nice, kirtan, classes, decoration, whatever, it could be any service. So it doesn't mean because our Lord is unlimited, Lord's services are also limited. So just because somebody is doing very good, it doesn't mean he has taken the position and now nobody else can take. Aisa nahi. So there are unlimited ways. One who's a little mature devotee understands there are unlimited way, I can grow in my spiritual life. So that's why if any mature devotee becomes happy if he sees others are growing in the spiritual journey, and because their goal is that Lord's glory should be spoken highly, and they are being spoken by these wonderful Vaishnavas, so he become very, very happy. So there is no enviousness and there is no pride in his nature. Okay, purport. The life of a sincere devotee of the Lord is thus explained in a nutshell by Narad Muni by his personal example. अब देखिए प्रभुपाद ये कह रहे हैं कि एक sincere, he's not even calling it a उत्तम अधिकारी, he's saying a sincere devotee's life is being explained in nutshell. Such a devotee, after his initiation by the Lord or his bona fide representative, takes very seriously chanting the glories of the Lord, traveling all over the world so that he may also hear the glories of the Lord. Such devotees have no material gain, have no desire for material gain. They are conducted by one single desire to go back to Godhead. This awaits them in due course on quitting the material body, because they have the highest aim of life, going back to Godhead. They are never envious of anyone, nor they are proud of being eligible to go back to Godhead. Their only business is to chant and remember the holy name, fame, pastimes of the Lord, and according to personal capacity, to distribute the message for others' welfare without motive of material gain. तो ये हमें हमेशा याद रखना चाहिए कि ये जो गुण है, जहाँ जहाँ भी ये इस तरह के गुण आते हैं, हमें हमेशा याद रखना चाहिए कि what is the meaning of being a sincere devotee. We should always remember what is the meaning of being a sincere devotee. So whenever such verses come, so we should note them down in our diary, and maybe every Ekadasi we can read them, and see where am I in this benchmark of a sincere devotee. Because normally we will not we'll get different definitions. What is mean by sincere devotee? So now this verse, Bhagavatam 1:626, it says 6, and it is saying कि now this is the meaning of being a sincere devotee, like this. So और इसमें देखिए और क्या लिखा है इसमें कि such a devotee, after his initiation by the Lord or his bona fide representative, takes very seriously the chanting of the glories of the Lord traveling all over the world. So ये उसके अंदर in CC, that famous verse is this, Diksha kale bhakta kare atmasmarpan sai kale Krishna tare kare atma sam. Ki at the time of the Diksha, a devotee fully surrenders unto the service of the Lord Krishna, and Krishna accepts him as good as his own self. Diksha kale bhakta kare atmasmarpan. At the time of initiation, one completely surrenders. So one can understand that Diksha just doesn't mean sitting in front of the deities or doing a yagya and getting a spiritual name. Diksha means Atma Samarpan. So if one is in the right mood and he surrenders unto the service of Lord, then Sai Kale Krishna Tare Kare Atmasam. So Krishna at that time immediately accepts him as good as himself, like this. So we should know कि हमारी अगर दीक्षा हुई है, so इसीलिए यहाँ लिखा है इसके अंदर कि after he left his body, then immediately he gets a spiritual body. और वही प्रभुपाद यहाँ लिख रहे हैं कि they have only one desire, to go back to Godhead. This awaits them in due course, quitting the material body. तो ये हमने पहले भी हमने वो ये श्लोक है भागवतम का तत्ते अनुकंपम सुसुमीक्षमानो भुंजान एत्वाम कृतम विपाकम हिदवाग वपुर्भिर विदधान नमस्ते जीवे तोयो मुक्ति पदे सदया भाग. कि anybody who eagerly awaits for Krishna to bestow his causeless mercy upon it, while patiently going through all the ups and downs of the life, accepting as his own past misdeeds, and in the meantime, through his heart, word, and body, he is completely surrendered to Krishna. Then Brahmaji says he surely become Jive Toyo Mukti Pade Sadhyabha. So it has become his inheritance to get liberation. So that means that even if we are not so advanced, कई बार actually भक्तों को कई बार लगता है कि there is a difference between becoming a sincere devotee and an advanced devotee. So one can be sincere, may not be advanced. Similarly, one can be a pure devotee, may not be an advanced devotee. Pure devotee doesn't mean he's an advanced devotee. So one can be pure at the level of, one can do pure devotional service at the level of Kanishta, at the level of Madhyam. Uttam to anyway is there. So pure devotional service, one can do at any of the three stages. But advanced devotees are different. So they are different. So one should understand that all this becomes very easy for us if we are in the right mood, and we understand that our only business is to do Shravanam Kirtanam and expand the glories of the Lord as per our personal capacity. So इसमें His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj, in one of his lectures, he compared devotees to different flowers in a garland. कि एक हार के अंदर अलग अलग फूल हैं, वो सारे फूल, कोई छोटा फूल है, कोई बड़ा फूल है, कोई छोटी सी घासी है, but all of them are decorating the garland. In itself, they become garland and they increase the beauty. So whatever is our capacity, as per our capacity, we should try to distribute the message, what Prabhupada is saying in the last line, to distribute the message for others' welfare without motive of material gain. So motive means na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam, va jagdish kame. So one should not have, fall down to such material allurements which will come to a devotee's way and ensure that his business remains to do kirtan of his Lord. It's a very, very wonderful verse. So I request all of you to note this verse and read it every Ekadasi to see where am I on the benchmark of being sincere, like this. Okay. So next, Prabhu, who wants to read? I'll just read the verse. थोड़ा सा बड़ा कर दीजिए. अच्छा मेरा ही विंडो छोटी है. Sorry. एवं कृष्णमते ब्रह्मन् नासक्तस्य अमलात्मना काला प्रादुर्भूवात् काले तदित् सौदमानी यथा. छोटा करना पड़ेगा. एवं दस कृष्णमते, one who is fully absorbed in thinking of Krishna. Brahman, O Vyasdev, na, not. Asaktasya, one who is not attached. Amala Atmana, one who is completely free from all material dirt. Kala, death. Pradurabhut, become visible. Kale, in the course of time. Tadit, lightning. Saudamani, illuminating. Yatha, as it is. अब देखिए कैसे जो चेंज होता है. How one gets a spiritual body is explained in this wonderful verse. Yes, Vrindavan Prabhu, Prabhu, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Translation. And so, O Brahmana, Vyasdev, in due course of time, I, who was fully absorbed in thinking of Krishna and who therefore had no attachments, being completely freed from all material taints, met with death, as lightning and illumination occur simultaneously. Purport. To be fully absorbed in the thought of Krishna means clearance of material dirts or hankerings. As a rich man has no hankerings for small petty things, so also a devotee of Lord Krishna who is guaranteed to pass on to the kingdom of God, where life is eternal, fully cognizant and blissful, naturally has no hankerings for petty material things, which are like dolls or shadows of the reality and are without permanent value. That is the sign of spirituality enriched persons. And in due course of time, when a pure devotee is completely prepared, all of a sudden, the change of body occurs, which is commonly called death. And for the pure devotee, such a change takes place exactly like lightning, and illumination follows simultaneously. That is to say, a devotee simultaneously changes his material body and develops a spiritual body at the will of the Supreme. Even before death, a pure devotee has no material affection due to his body's being spiritualized like a red hot iron in contact with fire.
तो इसमें भागवतम बता रही किस तरह से जब एक शुद्ध भक्त का शरीर या जिस भक्त के ऊपर भगवान, जिस सिंसियर भक्त के ऊपर भगवान की कृपा होती है, सो हाउ ही चेंजेस हिज मेटल बॉडी, कि जैसे आसमान में बिजली कड़कती है, और रोशनी होती है ना, इकट्ठी होती है. इसी तरह से जैसे वो शरीर छोड़ते हैं, उसी तरह माइक्रो सेकेंड्स के अंदर द डिवोटी गेट्स ए spiritual body in which he continues his perfected service to Krishna. और देखिए कितनी सुंदर लाइन है पहले ही purport की, to be fully absorbed in the thought of Krishna means clearance of material dirts or hankering. कि भगवान के अंदर पूरी मति हमारी अगर फिक्स हो जाती है, इसका क्या मतलब है कि all anarthas from our hand, all hankerings for material hankerings are gone. और किस तरह से है कि भगवद गीता में लिखा है कि as you get higher taste you lose the lower taste, like this. So यहाँ पर एग्जांपल दे रहे हैं कि धनी व्यक्ति जिसके उसके पास कोई छोटी मामूली चीजों के लिए उसके पास कोई उसकी इच्छा नहीं रहती, उसी तरह से जो भगवान के भक्त हैं, जिनको भगवान के धाम जाना निश्चय है, कि उनको सच्चिदानंद शरीर मिलेगा. So they have nothing to do with this dirty material things like this. And Prabhupada is saying this is a sign of a spiritually enriched person. So कई बार लोग बोलते हैं प्रभु जी हम कैसे देखें गुरु का कैसे करें. So आप देखिए कि all these external symptoms are given in all over Bhagavatam, in Bhagavad Gita. The external symptoms of a devotees, mature devotees are given, whose shelter we can take as a Shiksha Guru or Diksha Guru. और लास्ट में प्रभुपाद लिखते हैं कि even before death a pure devotee has no material affection. Why? Because his body being spiritualized like a red hot iron in contact with fire. तो ये लाइन हमेशा याद रखिएगा कि iron in contact with the fire. So Jiva, as Jiva, we are Tatastha Shakti, and as we do devotional service, it is equivalent to us being like a iron in the fire. And gradually, जैसे वो जो लोहा है वो आग के अंदर तपता है, then gradually it develops up qualities of the fire. So Guru Maharaj was asked Prabhupada that, or somebody asked Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj was telling, and then they asked Prabhupada, but it is iron only. And then Prabhupada says, touch it, like this. So, but it remains fire as long as one continues to follow the process of devotional service. That independent will is there with the jiva. कि कभी भी हमें ऐसा नहीं सोचना चाहिए अब हम बड़े भक्त बन गए, सब प्रभु जी माता जी बोल रहे हैं. Always remember that one can fall down at any position of time if we do not follow the process. If we do not follow the rules and regulation, then the trap or the arms of Maya are wide open for us. So one should be very careful that we follow the process of devotional practices very rigidly. We should follow. And then we will see, even before, we will find that before we leave the body, the pure devotee has no material affection. And then, what is being explained here, how like a lighting and illumination, immediately after death, one gets a spiritual body. And there is no change actually, because you are already doing some seva here. And once you go back and you get into your spiritual body, then you continue your seva like this. So there is no stoppage in the seva like this. Hare Krishna. So we are already 3 minutes over. I'm sorry. So if anybody has a question, we can take. Otherwise, we'll end the class now. Hare Krishna. Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Sorry for sorry मैं थोड़ा बात चला गया था. प्रभु जी आपको बता रहे थे प्योर और सिंसियर और प्योर डिवोटीज के कुछ कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स या कुछ एक बार दोबारा से बता पाएंगे?
हाँ, वो जो हमने श्लोक पढ़ा था जिसके अंदर 26वां श्लोक 1626, तो उस श्लोक के अंदर लिखा था कि जो प्रभुपाद ने लिखा था कि लाइफ ऑफ ए सिंसियर डिवोटी इज एक्सप्लेन्ड इन नटशेल इन दैट वर्स. तो उसमें क्या लिखा था कि दे आर, मैं श्लोक खोलता हूँ, ऐसे तो मुझे भी भूल जाएगा. ये है नमानि अंतस्य हत त्रपा पठन, की जो लाइफ है, what happens is devoted to chanting or glories of the holy name of the Lord by repeated recitation, ignoring all formalities of material world. Such chanting and remembering of the transcendental pastimes of the Lord are benedictory. Okay, but the qualities kya hai? He traveled all over the earth, fully satisfied, humble, and unenvious. So life of a sincere devotee is absorbed in Shravanam Kirtanam. Kirtanam means preaching also comes under Kirtanam. So he's Shravan, he's hearing. When there is opportunity to preach, he preaches. When there is no opportunity to preach, he hears. Or we can say like this: if he has a senior association, he hears. If he have a junior association, he preaches. If it's same level, then he discusses. So the life is Shravanam Kirtanam. And depending upon personal capacity, one will travel, preach, and also one will not have one will be fully satisfied. वो क्या था उसमें तुष्ट मना कि one should be fully satisfied. He has no fully satisfied mean he has no hankering for material things. Or he is not vimada, he is not proud. और उसमें क्या है vimatsara, he is never envious of others who are doing very very good services. So these are the symptoms of a sincere devotee.
तो प्रभु जी थैंक यू वेरी मच। प्रभु जी हमारा मतलब गोल हमारा ये होना चाहिए कि मतलब ये वी शुड ट्राई टू बिकम ए सिंसियर डिवोटी रादर देन थिंकिंग फॉर ए प्योर डिवोटी। इज इट राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग?
Yes, Prabhuji, because a pure devotee never consider himself to be pure devotee. Unfortunately, this is the thing. कि a pure devotee, he will. That's what we discussed of being Vimada jo tha, proud. Why he is never proud? Because he knows that there are so many other services I could have done, I am unable to do. So others may see him, Krishna may see him as pure devotee, but he himself never sees him as a pure devotee. If one sees himself as a pure devotee, what does it mean? It means one has become proud. So pride Krishna never likes. So it is the quality of a pure devotee. He never thinks. We should all aspire that we should. We should all aspire that we should become pure devotee. But we should never think I have become pure devotee. This is the key.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Sarveshwar Gauranga Prabhu, you can end the class. You started, you end.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषवादी पाश्चात्य देशिकारि जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Thank you.